What's good, Council of Comics? We're back. The Mandalorian, Season 3, Episode 2. This is the way. Let's go.
Black is like the brightest day. Where are the heroes? As soon as they get here, everything will be alright. I need a hero. Someone superhuman who can come and save my life. Crisis after crisis.
All right.
So it is episode 2.
It is Episode 2.
I'll say this. We're gonna a run through. At the beginning of the season, we get the where is everybody, and we kind of get the thrust. What I thought the thrust of what this season was gonna be. I gotta go get parts for this droid because I'm gonna go to Mandalore and I'm gonna redeem myself. Yeah, we get that all done in this episode.
Yeah.
Like, where are we going? Which is awesome because we got another 7 episodes to go. But like,
Yeah.
he's redeemed at the end of this episode. So like, I thought there was
Is he though?
Yeah, absolutely.
What does
because
he have to do?
to
They
me-
just said he has to bathe in the waters.
yeah, which he did.
I guess
Purify
they-
himself in the waters.
I mean,
what is it,
did-
Lake Minnetonka?
Did Bo-Katan really say that? Bo-Katan says that works, or was she the one that was
No,
like,
the
this doesn't
armor
really work?
said that's
what he had to
That's
do.
what he has to do
Yeah.
by their creed.
But Bo-Katan goes down and saves him and brings him to where the waters are.
He was already in the waters. He found the waters. Because Grogu had to go save. Well.
No, she brings him to the waters.
Oh, yeah.
Right, because
yeah,
she knows where they are because she's been there.
She lived there. That was her
Right.
house, right?
Yeah,
She was
yeah,
like, this
yeah.
is my people's place. So,
But she thinks it's not worth going back there.
yes.
Because she thinks it's all
contaminated.
stories.
Yeah,
Well, it's
yeah,
also
yeah, yeah,
destroyed. And that's what I'm saying. So, like, okay, the main Mandalorian watched him redeem himself, but that doesn't mean anything. So, like, I guess
Not to
she's
her,
I'm
but
saying
not to her.
At least she's a witness, which is another thing. I mean, I really like Katie Sackhoff. I really like her character too, this Bo-Katan, and like she's been playing her the whole time, right? She was in the
Clone Wars and
right.
everything.
So awesome, right? But like, what is she doing on that planet? Like in that, what is she doing? She's sitting there like this all day,
Moping
like
to
waiting.
herself.
Moping because
Yeah.
everybody
I mean,
left her.
like it's just her
Yeah.
and
She has
her and
no
the
and
robot.
and the droid.
And
yeah.
the throne. Like, she
Yeah,
does have the
nobody
throne.
there. It's just her.
Yeah, because I really thought that this season was going to be that he's going to
She's just
eventually
sitting
end at
around on the throne
Mandalore and do
waiting
what
all
he's got
day
to do.
for
But in the
something.
meantime,
No.
I'm going to do all these little side jobs so I have money to buy the parts that I need.
Mhm.
That's out the window.
Yeah.
Because he goes to Mandalore with the.
Well, before he goes to Mandalore, he goes back to Tatooine.
I don't
To-
like that character
to
because she's a
the-
scumbag now to
The
me.
character. You don't like her?
I don't like her
Why?
at all now. She's a scumbag.
Oh,
What'd she
she
do?
was selling the.
She's
she-
selling parts that she stole off of somebody,
Yeah, back to the.
which is whatever. But then she turns around, and
Yeah,
sells him
you're
this,
right.
sells him this droid, which, as he's leaving, she almost readily admits it's gonna shit out on you while you're
Yeah.
adventuring.
It's the
Yeah.
it's the droid that blew the capacitor that they
Yeah,
tried
yeah.
to sell to
motivator,
Luke.
motivator,
Yeah,
not
that
capacitor.
motivator.
It's got a bad motivator.
Yeah, I forgot it's the same one.
It blew
This
the
whole-
motivator.
it's
It's
motivator.
adventure worthy, but then it
Yeah.
starts shitting out when he's taking off,
Yeah.
and she's like, "No, you'll be fine.
Should be.
Yeah. So
Come on,
They get to Mandalore.
it's on Boonta Eve, so I'm giving you a deal. Come on."
Yeah. They get to Mandalore.
love her.
The the droid, he tells the droid to get out, and the droid's all shaking.
Yeah.
It's all nervous. And then I guess the droid goes in, but
Yes,
never-
you want to test the air to see
Right,
if it's
yeah.
breathable.
but something happens to the droid, right? That he has to go after the droid.
No,
Yeah, it falls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
It
yeah.
falls or something
Well,
like
it's
that.
because there's all those
Yeah.
whatever troll
Right.
creatures that are living there now.
So, and then he has to go after it. And then he eventually finds it, brings it back, and he's like, the air's fine. Grogu and him go into the cave.
And the place is not cursed, like she
Right.
said, because
And
the
they're-
air's fine.
These creatures who remind me of the Time Machine. You
I
ever
was
seen
gonna say the same
Time
thing.
Machine,
Exactly
right?
what I was
Yep.
thinking.
The creatures from the underground,
Yeah.
which is
Are out.
basically what they are, right?
Yes.
So I thought that was a good homage to that. They capture Mando, and Mando says, "Go get Bo-Katan." And
Oh no, he
wasn't
fights
them
those off.
that, yeah, it wasn't
It's
them
that
that
robot
captured
With
thing.
that
Yeah.
really
That
wild
creepy robot with the
Oh,
with the eye
with the eye, yeah,
that comes up as a crab at first.
yeah.
It keeps
then,
getting smaller.
and then it comes out as like a humanoid droid
Yeah.
thing, and then later we find out when she destroys it with the darksaber that
Yeah.
the head can go off and do its own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which she is kind of nice with the dark
She is,
saber.
which is wild because she's like, yeah, it's no
She
big
had
deal.
it for a while though. She had
She
it for a
did,
while.
but she
Yes.
didn't get to. She doesn't get to keep it.
She
'cause
doesn't get to keep it, but
Yes.
she knows how to use
That is
that dark
her.
saber.
That is her weapon.
Yeah. But when he tells Grogu, he's like, go get Bo-Katan.
I do love how he's just.
He's just.
Also,
getting,
how
like,
about
also
how about that? What are
That
the what are
robot's
the
like sucking his blood out of him or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
and as Grogu's going, one of those underground, the
Yeah.
time machine creatures comes at him, and you don't even see him move. You just see it fly out of
Fly
the cave,
out,
and then
right.
he comes out.
And Grogu's getting pretty powerful. He's doing flips. Remember the flip out,
Yes.
Yeah.
of the ship to land in her arms?
He
So
stuff
pushes.
like that?
He pushes one of those creatures.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
really, really hard. So he gets into this ship.
Yep.
And he flies.
To her,
Grogu.
Yeah.
Flies to go get Bo-Katan.
which we saw in the last.
Well, the
episode
other
he's
idea
teaching
though is that the droid does understand stuff.
Yeah, and he's
it's not an
pointing at the thing, he's
adventure.
like, I gotta
go
He
here.
knows.
I
Yeah,
gotta
the
go
droid
here.
knows how to fly the
Yeah.
thing and where to go.
And he ends up back at Bo-Katan.
I do love
Yeah.
Bo-Katan's like, this bitch is back. Gets out of her throne like, I'm gonna go end this once and for. Oh, it's you.
Yeah. And he's like, what?
The
what
way she
happened?
gets up is like,
Yeah.
you gotta be kidding me with this guy.
So they end up flying back. Bo-Katan goes down there, basically saves Mando, then brings him to the waters.
Yep.
And he goes into the waters, and he gets sucked under by something. And then when she goes down to save him, you see, like in shadow, what it is, and it's a mythosaur.
Yes.
It's the mythological creature that if any Mandalorian can tame the mythosaur, they could become leader of Mandalore.
It's also the skull is
Their symbol,
is their
of
talisman
Mandalorians
symbol.
and
Yes.
stuff. So I thought that they didn't show the full mythosaur, which
You
I
see
think
it.
they're gonna
You see
show.
its head though.
Yeah, but you see the eye, you see the form,
Yep.
and I was like, oh. I
Yep.
was like, okay. So she saves them out of there, and then that's pretty much the
That's
end of the
pretty
episode.
much it.
Yeah, that's pretty much the end of the
Yep.
episode. I thought it was a great episode.
Oh, and she makes the soup for him and everything. Remember how you never had this before?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like,
Yeah.
every Mandalorian worth their salt was raised on this.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But that's what comes to the whole. She keeps mentioning his cult
Yes.
because if you think about it, the armor has the spikes on her head. Those were the Maul Mandalorians. The Darth Maul Mandalorians had the spikes. So she comes from that clique. Because remember in the old Clone Wars, Death Watch was that group on Mandalore. And then when Darth Maul killed their leader, they became loyal to Darth Maul.
Oh.
And then if you look in the comics, like they tell another story, they changed their uniforms. And even in Rebels, you can see that some of them have
They have
spikes
little
on the
spikes.
thing. They were Maul's Mandalorians, basically.
So wait,
She's from that group of Maul's Mandalorians.
but they're wearing the cool colors. They're wearing blue and silver.
Yeah, they wear all different colors, but the spikes, it's a reference to Darth
Indicate.
Maul.
Huh.
Yeah. So that's what she says. You're part of that cult, and which I think is very interesting because Darth Maul had.
But she said her family was the one that like owned where
Well,
They
her
were
sister-
the royal
yeah, her
class on
sister
Mandalore.
ran the whole thing. Her sister didn't dress up in Mandalorian gear, none of that. She was Obi-Wan's like first girlfriend and stuff. And she wanted peace, but the other Mandalorians, like Death Watch and all of them, didn't want peace. They wanted to rule how they were, but they were like, no, we're gonna change our ways, this and that. But then eventually we see, the Night of Terrors and stuff like that. The Empire just wipes
Like
everything out.
yeah, the ruins that they walk through.
It's like glassed over and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, in the beginning, the
The
whole
Yeah.
planet looks
The
like it
whole
was
planet
decimated.
is
yeah,
Definitely,
like
it
just
was definitely.
ruins.
That part is true, right? Like
Yeah.
it's not dead. They've realized that right off before they even go to the planet that the planet isn't dead.
Yeah.
But it is like they turned a lot of it
Destroyed.
into glass. It looked like too. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Pretty beaten up.
And there's people there, right? Because all the aliens are still there. The one-eyed alien, and then the group
The
of
trolls or whatever.
trolls or whatever
Yeah.
from the underground are they've sprung up now. It's been a
Yeah.
couple of years.
Well, that's
so.
the thing too. So she says when they're going down there that they used to live on the outer edge. I wonder what else has come back.
Right.
Mm.
Like the mythosaur. like the giant things, right?
Yeah,
so.
yeah. I mean, good episode.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, very
enjoyed
good
it.
episode.
You know what I mean? It was longer than most episodes. I hear the next episode is going to be like an hour.
That's good.
All right.
So I'm liking the fact of doing that. And then, Dave Filoni and Favreau said that we're going to see some moments in this
Nice.
season.
Okay. The
That
thing,
eye thing might be one of the creepier. I don't know.
Aliens?
But aliens in the entire series or world of Star Wars. That thing. Oh, ooh, just made my skin
the
crawl.
spider robot.
Yeah.
guy.
yeah.
If you ever watched Clone Wars,
Well,
it
it's
kind of
like
reminded
Grievous,
me
too,
when
though.
Darth Maul was half spider.
Oh, well, I was thinking more like Grievous.
It is very.
Or like
Grievous. It
Grievous,
is very
Yeah,
Grievous.
Grievous
when
has
he
big
gets
eyes
out,
and
yeah.
like
Yeah.
So.
All right. So, that's Mandalorian episode number 2. What did you think? Leave a comment below. If you're watching, please hit the subscribe button. Share it with your friends. We got a whole list of other different things, Star Wars reviews and movies and all this other stuff. So check out our playlist in our video section. So, for myself, for Green Shirt Guy, for Anthony, and for Phil, and the rest of the Council of Comics, we love you. We thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Peace.
This world is